So we have this concept in here that our holiness is far beyond anything we can really understand, many times from our limited perspective. But when we join our will with His, we begin to understand it. We begin to know it, as it says there. And then that second paragraph where it says, Father, my holiness is not of me. And what that means is it is not of my little ego me. It is not of the stuff that I'm doing in this world day to day. My holiness is that eternal truth in me, the Christ in me, that the spirit that abides within me, that the reality of me, not in the effect of the things that I do in this world, because we don't do a lot of really holy things a lot of time in this world, you know? So it says, my holiness is really not of me. It is not mine, which is kind of nice. It's not mine to be destroyed by any of the sinful thoughts I have or mistaken things I do in this world, right? It is not mine that can suffer from attack. Illusions cannot obscure it. I'm sorry, illusions can obscure it, thank you very much, but cannot put out its radiance nor dim its light. And that is such a beautiful statement and such a great analogy of you know, that has been used before of if a cloud passes in front of the sun, it can certainly dim the sun, but it can never take out its radiance, cannot take out its light. How arrogant of a little cloud to think it is that powerful. How arrogant of us to think that our little illusions of life can stop the radiance of us, can stop our eternal holiness that abides inside of us. It stands, this light stands, this radiance, this holiness stands forever perfect and untouched by all of the mistaken thoughts I have made, by all of the things I have made to replace the default, the truth of who I am. It stands in perfect radiance and it's perfectly untouched. In it, in this awareness, in this holiness, are all things healed, for they remain as you created them. Nothing has changed that eternal truth. And I can know my holiness. I can know that. For holiness itself created me, and I can know my source because it is your will that you be known. You know, He's not hiding. I think sometimes we go, well, where is God? He doesn't favor me. He is not shining upon me today. And He's going, how much brighter can I get? You're not looking. You are choosing to dwell in the valley of the shadow of death. You are choosing to dwell in the darkness of life. You are choosing to dwell in those grievances. Your head is down looking at the pavement instead of up looking at the light. You know, we have a little reservoir we walk around, and I sometimes when I go out there and my mind is so busy and so cluttered with everything, I find myself just walking and I'm looking at the dirty, rocky ground there. And it's just, and I'm going, it's broken up over here, it's flat over here. Why don't they come out here and fix this thing? Look how dirty this is. Look at this, where all the dogs pee. This is it, you know, and I'm going through all these things in my mind. Somebody needs to fix this thing. And I'm missing, there's beautiful mountains when I look up. There's a pretty reservoir. There are ducks swimming. There are birds flying. There are people smiling. And I'm down there looking at the rocky path that I walk. And I catch myself so much of the time and I go, what? You don't need to look where you're walking. You just need to put your head up. You don't have to watch every little step you're making. Look up. You're missing this beauty that is all around you. And to me, that's just an analogy for life. We get so busy, caught up in the world, that we don't remember who abides within us. We got to get back to that default. We got to clean out our systems and get back to the truth.